Hello friends and welcome to another video lesson from DBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can get notified of new uploads. This video is in the playlist called SQL Concepts Clarified, and here we'll be learning the difference between the delete command and the truncate table command, which are SQL commands, of course. So first we will go to the delete command and I'll just break it down in terms of what it does. Okay. So the delete command is used to delete one or more records in a table. And the syntax would be something like this: delete from, and then the table name, where, optionally, of course, where, and then a condition or conditions that you want to include in that delete statement. After executing the delete command, you still need to do a commit for the changes to take effect. So otherwise, it will not really be committed at the back end. If you haven't done a commit, you can still undo the deletion by executing the rollback command. Okay, it's like an undo. If there are a lot of records to be deleted, or if the where clause is a bit complex, the deletion process may take some time, make a bit of time. Okay, so now let's try out the delete command. But first, let's look at the available data. Okay, we have a a table here which is based on an existing one. Okay, so if we do a query on this from this table called emp_backup, I can see 5 records in there. Okay, now let's do a delete of just one record from this table, knowing that there are 5 records right now. Okay, so delete from emp backup where emp id equals 00006. Okay, so we will just we're intending to delete just one record from this bunch of data that we have before us. Okay, so if I will execute this, it will say 1 row deleted. Okay, and in fact, if we query this now, okay, let me just look at that. If I execute a query, it now shows only 4 records, whereas earlier for the execution of the delete command, we were seeing 5 records. After the deletion of 1 record, now we see 4. However, we do know that in a delete statement that as long as you haven't executed a commit, which is a save, you can do a rollback, which will undo whatever DML operations that have happened prior to the rollback. Okay, so remember there used to be 5 records and then I deleted 1, it became 4. But if I do a rollback right now, okay, so rollback complete, and then if I again execute the query and take a look at the data in this table, it will again show me we're back to 5 records. Okay, you see, if you understand it, we did a delete, but we didn't do a commit yet. Instead, I did a rollback, which is like an undo. So because of the rollback, it brought us to the old image of the data, meaning right before I did a deletion. So now we're back to 5 records. Just showing you the behavior of how you use a delete statement. Okay. Now, let's do a delete, but this time followed by a commit. Okay. So I will execute this one here. I'm highlighting that. Delete from emp backup where emp id equals 06. Okay. And it's successful, but I haven't committed yet. Now I will do a commit. Okay. I can also do that by clicking this button over here, but I will just show you the command itself so you can see it in action. Okay. So commit complete. Now, if we do a selection, a query from the same table, it will now show us 4 records. And even if I do a rollback, it will not matter because I've already done the commit. Okay. So now it used to be 5 records. I deleted 1, I did a commit, and now we have 4 records left. Okay. So you have seen how a delete command works. Now let's look at the truncate table command. Okay. In the same manner that I showed you a couple of bullet points about the truncate command, the delete command earlier, I will show you also for truncate table, just for comparison. So the truncate table command, as compared to the delete command, it's used to delete all records in a table, okay? Not selective, but really all. Syntax is truncate table and then the table name. After executing it, you won't need to do a commit for the changes to take effect. So that's because it is doing an implicit commit at the back end or behind the scenes, okay, or in the background. So even if you haven't done a commit, you cannot undo the deletion. The deletion process will take a lot faster than when using a delete statement. Okay, I hope it's clear. So those are some of the differences, or at least the comparison between truncate table command and the delete command, which we have done earlier. Okay, so now we will see this truncate command, truncate table command in action. Okay. Now remember that the table we have been using for this exercise, for this video, contains 4 records. Okay, I'll just refresh your memory on that. I'll execute this one. And we see there are 4 records. That's because I deleted 1 record from this bunch earlier with the delete command, right? Now, next is we will do a truncate table. We will execute the truncate table command on the same table we're working on. Okay, so it's truncate table and then the table name, right? So the syntax is quite straightforward. No, the only parameter we're passing to it is the table name, which is here. Okay, so truncate table this, okay? And it tells me table and then the table name truncated. Now let's check table. Of the selection, and it should give me 0. So indeed, 0 records. Truncate, like I mentioned, truncate table. This is different from the trunc command that you use on dates and the other stuff. Okay, so date also, date and mostly date and number also. But this truncate table is specific to a table. It is for emptying the records or the contents of a table. And it goes with an implicit commit, so you don't have to commit, and it's fast. Okay, so now we see that there are no records in this table anymore right after the truncate, even though we did not do a commit. And that's because truncate table behind the scenes is doing an implicit commit. Okay, and even if I do a rollback now, okay, let's just try that. Let's try that. So in the earlier command, the delete, we did a rollback before the commit, and it worked. It works as an undo. But here, even if I roll back, and even if it says rollback complete, it doesn't have any effect because the truncate table command has an implicit commit that goes with it. Okay, so when I do a selection from this table, it shows that it's empty. Okay, so that's it. We've seen the comparison between 2 very related commands. Delete, which deletes 1 or more records from a table, as well as truncate table, which simply empties or deletes all the records within a table. Okay, thank you for watching and listening. If you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe and click the bell and share it. Okay, I'll be seeing you in the next video.